Wasn't all that long ago that talking about suicide was taboo, but a small group of parents is trying to change that. They're the mums and dads of teenage kids who killed themselves after being bullied online, and they don't want other families to suffer as they have. Zoe Ford reports.
Can't sit back and not do anything. That's not what Jess would have done.
Can I please get you to give a warm welcome to Michael, who's just going to talk a little bit about the dangers.
Michael Cleland has a very personal, very difficult story to share.
Michael Cleland.
He's been invited to speak to this group of high schoolers.
Hi guys. Jessica herself was 18. She was extremely popular in school. She was loving, caring. If you'd said this was going to happen to us before this, we would have laughed at you and said, no, this could never happen. I still think that way.
This was Jessica Cleland, Michael's 18-year-old daughter. Last year, this popular, happy teenager killed herself after being bullied online.
When we came home, Jess was already in bed.
Popped her head in, checked on her that she was all right. She said she was.
What Jessica didn't tell her parents was that earlier that night she'd been tormented by two people well known to her on Facebook Messenger.
You go over it the whole time and you wonder what you could have done differently, how you could have missed something.
Early the next morning, the teenager said she was going for a run on the large rural property next door. When she hadn't returned a few hours later, Michael and Jane spent the rest of the day looking for her.
I drove the car up the hill and sort of did a turn back, and something just caught my eye out of the corner, and yeah, I found her.
He told me he'd found her, and in the back of my mind I knew it wouldn't be good, but I was still hoping. And I said, oh, is she okay? Is she all right? And he said, no.
When did you first come across this stuff?
This was the following day. We still had an iPad, but the police had a telephone. So we started looking through the Facebook messengers.
These are printouts of what had made Jessica so upset. 87 hurtful messages over an hour and a half.
It's so easy to sit behind a computer screen and type something nasty and push the send button and think, I've done something. But the consequences on the other end could be like us. It destroys a family. You could tell how hurt she was in her messages. She was pleading with them just to stop, but they relentlessly kept going.
Now, Michael Cleland is determined to use his grief for good and warn other teenagers about the damage cyberbullying can do.
There was absolutely no signs that there was anything wrong. The whole family was devastated. We were all in a shock. Having to deal with something like that is nothing any of you... excuse me. There's nothing anybody should go through.
You can see the harsh language on there. It's not pleasant to read. Early in the morning, late at night, it just doesn't stop.
No escape.
Yeah.
Warren and Kelly Penpraise's daughter Olivia suffered from depression and anxiety. After years of being bullied in person and online, she tried to kill herself several times. At age 19, while in hospital seeking treatment, she succeeded.
If just the bullying in primary school, she could have got over it, but I think the cyberbullying as well would have put it over the top.
When did you get a sense of just how much she was being bullied?
Probably afterwards, when we started looking into her blogs and reading through all the posts that are on there. A lot of them are telling her to go and kill herself. If you haven't done it, do it already.
After Olivia's death, Warren and Kelly found 2 videos on their daughter's blog. One described the bullying. The other said farewell.
Just posting this to say goodbye.
Olivia's parents tried to limit her social media use, but she was addicted.
Over the last few weeks, everything's just gone down.
Me and I used to switch off the internet so she didn't have access to it. After hours, 10 o'clock at night, it would be switched off. Wouldn't come back on until 10 o'clock in the morning. After that, we then found that she had numerous mobile phones with prepaid SIM cards in them, and she was using a lot of that for doing her texting and going onto her Tumblr blogs.
We're making a pledge to stop bullying from happening again. Join us and say no more.
Like the Clelands, the Penpraisers don't want any more families to suffer from the consequences of cyberbullying.
No more.
No more. No more. No.
They've appeared in a TV advertisement and regularly correspond with troubled teens.
I'll answer them back with just a simple reply: keep strong, keep doing what you're doing, and go and speak to someone.
Thank you for being brave and coming out and saving someone because you've stopped someone from doing something bad.
Yeah.
Michael Cleland's first high school talk has clearly made an impact.
Just everything he said is just, it has meaning. He can't bring his daughter back, nothing can bring her back. So it's like, people need to stop.
It does make me think more on what I say online and how I say it and what it means to other people.
As long as something comes out of it, and that Jess's death wasn't just another death in the statistics. That's what we were hoping to do.
More of this?
Yes, more of this, whenever I can.
Zoe Ford with that report, and if that story caused you distress, there is help available. Call Lifeline on 13 11 14 or Beyond Blue on 1300 22 46 36.